Jaya Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram. Jaya Gauranikai, 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 Jaya Hari Om, Nitai Om, Hari Nitai Om, Sitana Pramanande. Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Nama Om Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Prestaya Bhutale, Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Pastatya Deshatarani Om Jnana Timirandasya Gyanangyana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaya Danti Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sadvadutam Parijana Saditam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Shri Vishakam Vitamsja He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Visabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Can we turn down a little bit? Having feedback. So we're reading from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Lila, chapter 4, Confidential Reasons for the Lord's Appearance, text 44. Jai Jai Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jai Jai Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Jai Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Tatashtaha iyamani vicharayadhikari. Sabarasa haite shingara adhika madhuri. Tatastha iyamani vicharayadhikari. Sabarasa haite shingari adhika madhuri. Tatastha iyamani vicharayadhikari. Sabarasa haite shingara adhika madhuri. Somebody else? Maharaj? Tatastha iyamani vicharayadhikari. Mataji. Sabarasa haite shingari adhika madhuri. Word for word meaning, tatasta haiya, becoming impartial, mane, in the mind, vichara, consideration, yadi, if, kari, doing, sabarasa, all the mellows, haite, then, shringare, in conjugal love, adhika, greater, madhuri, sweetness. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. But if we compare the sentiments in an impartial mood, we find that the conjugal sentiment is superior to all other sweetness. Everybody please repeat. But if we compare the sentiments in an impartial mood, we find that the conjugal sentiment is superior to all others in sweetness. Purport. No one is higher or lower than anyone else in transcendental relationships with the Lord. For in the absolute realm, everything is equal. But although these relationships are absolute, there are also transcendental differences between them. Thus, the transcendental relationship of conjugal love is considered the highest perfection. ततस्तहं iyamani vicharaya dikari savarasahite shingari adhika madhuri. So to give a background, the previous verses explaining about the different kinds of mellows in love of Godhead, Rasaba Isa. Everyone has relationship with the Supreme Lord, namely Shanta, and Santa is neutral, so it's not much of a relationship, but there is also servitude, friendship, parental affection, and conjugal love. So these are the primary rasas or relationship with the Supreme Lord. Every one of us is unique in this way that Lord Krishna is the only personality that has relationship with each and everyone, irregardless of what species of life one may have, even in the spiritual world, even the trees, the plants, the birds, mammals, insects, they all have relationship with the Supreme Lord. What to say of the human form of life, the Brajabasis, or in Vaikuntha his servants, Lord Narayan or Lord Vishnu's servants. So each kind of devotee, text 43 says, feels that his sentiment is the most excellent, and thus, in that mood, he tastes great happiness with Lord Krishna. So, in relationship with Krishna, Krishna is equal to everyone. No hierarchy here, no material hierarchy. The only difference is the intensity of one's love and the closeness that one has for Lord Krishna. Uh, Even the examples given in Santaraj, like Yamuna. Yamuna is in Santaraj. She's actually inviting by her waves Lord Krishna to perform his lila. We've heard that many pastimes of Lord Krishna with the gopis or his cowherd boyfriends in Yamuna. And this is her service. Or the trees. The trees also are waiting for Lord Krishna and the cowherd boys. When will they become fatigued or tired? That the trees will be able, by her leaves and twigs and branches, will give some relief from their playing. So they're waiting. Or the sands of Vrindavan. They're making themselves as soft as possible, like Johnson baby powder. Sometimes when we go to Parikrama, this is very, very soft. In some places, though, very rough, but all are serving Lord Krishna. So, how about the other rasas? Because Krishna is equal to everyone. Samoham sarvabhutesu namid vishyo sina priya is equal to everyone. Just like a teacher, Prabhupada will give an example. A teacher, he will give his lessons or her lessons to all the students, even for those who are not doing their homework properly. But the lesson is the same. However, the teacher will give more attention to those who are working hard. Hmm. And for those who are not working so hard, the lesson is the same. He'll give the knowledge to everyone. So Lord Krishna is like this. What to say of the Sakyas or the friends of Lord Krishna? They will treat Krishna in equal level, but again, the servitude is there that Krishna will reciprocate. Sometimes they will do wrestling amongst each other. And if the other party will be defeated, then the party who won, they will have to go on top of the shoulders and ride on the shoulders. Krishna is more pleased when his devotees treat him in a subordinate way, seemingly subordinate way, more than the chanting of the hymns from the Vedas, Vedas personified. He would rather uh, be like a son. In our concept of understanding of God, God seems to be subordinate in many, many ways. He doesn't want to be in the supreme position, and that is in Vrindavan, Goloka Vrindavan. However, in Vaikuntha, it's a different mood, Aishwarya mood. But still, everyone is being treated by Lord Vishnu or Lord Narayan equally. So in Sakyaras, they will treat Lord Krishna in equal level, and Lord Krishna also will treat them in the same way. However, their love is still very unique. They may ask Lord Krishna to kill some demons, but not to command Lord Krishna in a superior way because they like it. They know Krishna will be able to kill that demon. No doubt in their minds that they'll be able to have what they want from Lord Krishna. Now, this is the reciprocation. Lord Krishna will also, yes, let me do what they want me to do. How about in Vatsalya parental love between Mother Yasoda and Nanda Maharaj? Again, as a father or a mother, superior by nature, but then again, they think themselves also as servants of Lord Krishna. And what to say of conjugal love? Now, this is what says in the present discussion, where we are right now, that the conjugal love sentiment is superior to all others in sweetness. Because of love, the gopis, unreserved, they will go all the way. They will break everything. Do that? Maybe. But not really immediately. You will think twice, three times. Some of them are married. They have children. They were feeding. And they will give up those duties, household duties, and they will go straight to Lord Krishna. Unreserved, but their love is aikantaki, without any self motivation, without any self interest. And this is our goal. So that's why Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came in the mood of Srimati Radharani to teach us how to become devotees. Actually, Goloka Vrindavan descended with Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to give this love of Godhead freely to everyone, irregardless whether one is rich or poor, educated or uneducated. It doesn't matter what social, political, what status one may have in the society. Actually, the more fallen we are, the more we are qualified to receive this love of God. So this is how Lord Krishna or Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is impartial. He's equal to everyone. He doesn't distinguish whether one's caste, creed, nationality, or color. No, that's why Srila Prabhupada, with his ingenious, he says, International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Everyone is qualified, provided that they also follow the process. So all of relations with Lord Krishna are equal, whether one is a friend, a lover, a parent, servant, and so on. It is so complete, so perfect. However, it mentions here about that conjugal love because of no reservation. In Vrindavan, they don't care whether Krishna is God or not. They don't care. Unlike in Vaikuntha, with folded hands, they acknowledge Lord Vishnu or Lord Narayan as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In Vrindavan, sometimes the Brajabasis, the cowherd men, they will talk with each other. Who is this boy, the son of yours, Nanda Baba? We cannot figure out who is he. Is he a demigod? Is he some kind of god? Is he a superhuman? No, we cannot figure out who is he. Even Shishupal, he cannot figure out also who is Lord Krishna. That at the time of Rajasuya sacrifice, he was elected by Sahadev to be the first person to be worshipped. And Shishupal said, who is he? We cannot figure out. Is he a Vaishya? Or is he a Satriya? Is he a Brahmana? No, we cannot figure out who is he. So therefore, how can you choose him to be the first person to be worshipped? No, Krishna is equal. He was killed, Shishupal, by the chakra of Lord Krishna, and still he was given first Sayuja Mukti, merging into the body of Lord Krishna, and then later on, he was given the same planet, Salokya, Lord Krishna or Lord Vishnu, Lord Narayan, because Shishupal is Jai. This pastime of Jai and Vijay. So there may be, we're having different differences externally, but no devotee is higher and lower or lower. So we must be very careful also. We cannot compare ourselves with a devotee who is very advanced. We can only follow in his footsteps. Because Krishna will accept each and everyone's service, provided that it's done with love and devotion. Even the sweeper, even the cook, even the one in the accounts, even the pujari, even the one who's distributing Srila Prabhupada's books or serving prasad, we're all equal. We may have different ranks, just like in the army. Different ranks materially. Spiritually, we may be given different positions, how to serve Lord Krishna, but we're all equal in the eyes of Lord Krishna. Actually, he sees everyone, even if you're in the last row, in the last of the queue to serve him. Krishna sees you more than the person who's very, very aggressive and doing everything as a show. Because bhakti, again, is not external. Bhakti is more internal. The more we try to understand our position as a servant of the Lord, then the more we'll be able to serve the Lord happily, peacefully. So we should give everyone a chance to serve the Lord. We commit mistakes. Who doesn't commit mistakes? To err is human. We are still in the conditioned state. Hare Krishna, maybe some of you are in the liberated state. But as long as we're in the conditioned state, we should try each and everyone, encourage them to serve the Lord. The more we give chance for others to serve the Lord, the more Lord Krishna we will be able to get his attention. Krishna is all attractive, supreme attractive, but he is attracted to his devotee, to his love, the love of his devotee. So it is not so easy to do bhakti. We have so many anarthas, so many conditioning that we have to search inside. What is it that I have to improve so I can serve Krishna better or serve his devotees? Don't criticize others. That will not help us in our bhakti. Well, if we see something is wrong from others, then it should be a lesson for us not to do it. But if you see something which is very good, especially those who are very advanced, yes, I should ask him how to do it. I should ask him, how can I be in that path of pure bhakti? So no devotee is higher or lower. Even Advaita Acharya Prabhu, he is none other than Mahavishnu. But he wanted himself to be a servant of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It's a very high position. He was the one who asked Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to come, descend from the spiritual world, even though he himself can save the entire universe. There's no need for the Lord to come to save the world, the entire world. But he pledged, especially because the Lord has two purposes. He has two plans. His ultimate plan is, when are we going to go back home, back to Godhead? His plan is for all of us to go back home, back to Godhead. Now, another plan is, sometimes he will give challenges, tests. He will give seemingly miseries and sufferings towards his devotees. And for everyone, even non-devotees, so that ultimately they will surrender. But even for the devotees, he will give challenges. Why is that? Bhakti should be happily performed, yes, but sometimes there are so many hurdles. Why? Krishna, why are you doing this to me? This is not right. This is not proper. I'm trying my very best, but why are you giving me all of these problems? This is for us so that we learn that we will surrender ultimately. There'll be no other recourse except to serve the Supreme Lord. So even Advaita Acharya, who is Mahavishnu himself, he preferred himself to be servant of Lord Chaitanya. That one time, one of the pastimes, he posed himself like a Mayavadi. He was saying that this Gyan is better than Bhakti. That Gyan supersedes Bhakti. You know that pastime? Yeah? So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was enraged. He was like ready to powder. And he says, because this is what Advaita Acharya wanted, that he be chastised by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu so that he'll be able to serve Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So similarly, in our path of going back to Godhead, sometimes we'll be chastised. And we should see it as a good sign that love is there. Chastisement, spiritual chastisement, is sign of love. That someone is caring about me, someone is thinking about me, that I'm being corrected. So in this way, I can become more serious in my practice of bhakti. So I can make it up. So I can recover Because we will be in illusion if we think we're always right and everyone is wrong. Yeah, if I think I am all right, that means you are all wrong. Yes? But no, we should admit if you commit a mistakes. Like Advaita Acharya Prabhu, he understood, hey, this is what I should do. Then I will win the heart of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yes. He admitted, okay, then I just want to serve you. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu admitted, yes, you may serve me. So, I am the servant of the servant of the servant of Krishna's devotees. The gopis are like this. This is Gopi, Parda Kamalayor, Dasa Dasa, Dasa Dasa. Gopi Partur, Parda Kamalayor, Dasa 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 Anigas. They're pushing each other to go closer to Krishna, especially they're pushing Radharani. They're not pushing themselves to go first. Krishna sees this, but we should not be proud or too proud. Krishna also left the rasa dance because Krishna thinking that Radharani is a little bit proud here, but she's thinking that I'm the only one who's having Krishna. So let me exit a little bit to teach her a lesson. So similarly, we should be very, very careful not to be proud. But we should be proud to become devotees. Prabhupada, it's okay to be proud to be devotees as long as you also help others to become devotees. If you think that you're a devotee and you're proud to be a devotee but no compassion towards others, then that proud becomes envy. That is not good because envy is the most difficult to give up. In the spiritual world, there is no envy. This is the only quality that is not present in the spiritual world. Envy. So we should give respect to everyone. This is very, very important. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, again, he came to give Vrindavan. He says that not every Kali Yuga, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appears. 1 in 1,000 Kali Yuga. That means 999 Kali Yugas. That means in one day of Lord Brahma. It says once in one day of Lord Brahma. There are 1,000 Kali Yugas. So that means 999 Kali Yugas, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes. And 999,000, once in 1,000, another expansion of Lord Vishnu would come. But still, the Yuga Dharma is the Harinam Sankirtan, Sankirtan Yagya. So how fortunate we are. 5,000 years ago, this is Divya Yuga, very rare. Lord Krishna would come, and at the same time, immediately after Kali Yuga, 5,000 years ago, and then in Kali Yuga, where we are right now, 500 years ago, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came. And then Srila Prabhupada came. How fortunate we are. We have given all the facilities to go back home, back to Godhead. We cannot fathom that. This doesn't come every age. So it's time to wake up. Maybe some of you are sleeping. So we are in the darkest age. But this Kali Yuga is very special. It'll be 10,000 years, golden age. Especially when TOVP will be inaugurated. Because that will give credit to the whole world that our movement is genuine, it is authentic. Every walks of life, irregardless what religion you belong to, irregardless what color, again, nationality, it doesn't matter. Everyone will go to the Temple of Vedic Planetarium, Shida Mayapur, to receive the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He will give everyone love of Godhead. So, we have to be serious. We have to grow up. We cannot be remaining like an infant. And we need the mercy of especially Srila Prabhupada's disciples. As long as they are here, you take advantage of their mercy, of their blessings. Because once they're gone, Hare Krishna. We don't know what's going to happen. We have to set now the foundation of what's going to be the next generation to come. We're so fortunate here in Vrindavan. We're surrounded by exalted Prabhupada's disciples, especially now we're celebrating the Golden Jubilee of Srila Prabhupada's home, Krishna Balaram Mandir. There are many Prabhupada's disciples will be here. So that's why I mentioned this morning, anyone who wishes to volunteer, you may see Adapati Prabhu or myself or any of our management team here to serve. Because we don't do anything here in Vrindavan. Well, we do chanting. We also do hearing the kirtan. But our main service here is hospitality. To serve the Vaishnavas who will come to Vrindavan so that they will feel that this is their home. This is the home of our Father. So naturally, you should feel home also here. Yes? Yes. Others didn't say yes. Say yes? Yes! I thank you very much for your kind attention. I will stop here now. If there is any question or comments, Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Mark. Very insightful class. Now, Krishna consciousness is very sophisticated philosophy.
Sophisticated philosophy.
Very sophisticated. We're talking about these areas of Krishna bhakti that usually are not easy to talk about in terms of conjugal rasa, Madhurya rasa.
Yes.
We don't like to talk about these things. Sometimes we have to learn how to talk about them.
Yeah.
Because people will criticize, oh, you Hare Krishnas, you worship a God
Mm-hmm.
who's very lusty.
Yeah.
He's running around.
Prabhupada says he's unlimitedly lusty.
Yes, but it's a critique.
Yeah.
Unless we know how to actually explain
Of course.
what is Radha Krishna, what is Krishna's relationship with the gopis,
Mm-hmm.
how are all the gopis actually expansions of Radharani. So ultimately it's all about Radha Krishna.
Right.
It's not that Krishna is cavorting with other men's wives.
Absolutely.
That's an external
Absolutely.
But we have to be able to explain it. Otherwise, people, of course, like Sita Ram.
Ekapatni.
Yeah.
Only one wife.
Yeah. So when people look at the Hare Krishna movement and they see this high level of intimacy,
Mm-hmm.
conjugal prostitution,
Absolutely.
how do we explain it to avoid this confusion that we're worshiping this God that's actually immoral and lusty and running around?
We should. I understood.
Properly situated.
Understood. Yeah. For myself, I will only repeat what Prabhupada says. I cannot fly higher than what I can take. Each and every one of us has his own realization, but ultimately we depend on Srila Prabhupada's words. Srila Prabhupada's words is so direct, so blunt, that even in the early days when some of our devotees, Srila Prabhupada's disciples, they were having this Gopi Baba club, yeah, he actually was very, very upset because when Chaitanya Charitamrita just came, and it is not that we are trying to, it's like here in Vrindavan, we are in this part, otherwise we will not talk about this. So, but if they ask certain questions, first of all, we will tell them, okay, if you want to really understand and relish the lila, first you must know Krishna Tattva. That's why Prabhupada, he would only, when have big gatherings, and he will talk only Bhagavad Gita or Shri Ishopanishad, just the basics. But it is unavoidable here in Vrindavan because we are in this part, so we have to talk like this. And I'm sure whatever I mention or say, most of you can relate. But if this is a group of devotees like students who will come, we will not speak in this level because they will misunderstood that we are like sahajas. Yeah. So according to time, place, and circumstance, we have to speak accordingly. We will not do this openly in a school program or even university, unless the topic they give to us is talk about this. But we have to be careful, as you said. Yeah, the speaker must be qualified, and also the listeners should be qualified. If the listeners are not qualified, there's no use to talk about this. But I'm sure you've been chanting Hare Krishna, you've been reading Prabhupada's books for many, many years, so you'll be able to relate to what we're talking about under the discussion this morning. Yeah? Prabhupada says, you just repeat what I said, and you are perfect in that way. So we try to do that as the best we can.
Could I just ask also, what position does Gopishwar Mahadev, Lord Shiva, have for understanding these topics?
Gopishwar
Because
Mahadev.
This is another sophisticated level of bringing in this
Okay.
understanding so that we can approach these topics without ego.
Yeah. Well, Gopishwar Mahadev, there are 4 Dikpals, or you may say guardians, 4 directions in Vrindavan. And Lord Shiva, he is the guardian. So Lord Shiva, he wanted to also take part in the rasa dance. Yeah. And he was able to change his body to be in that lila, but then he was not able to stay that long because he was not able to fully understand the gopis' mood himself. Yes, that's why there is a Gopishwar Mandir here, where you can ask the. Yes, yes. Yeah. Thank you, Prabhuji. We should not neglect Gopishwar or Lord Shiva. Is Vaishnavanam Yata Shambhu. He is the topmost Vaishnava. Yes, we have to worship him in that way as a Vaishnava. Mhm. He is none other than Krishna, Sadashiva. He's yogurt, came from the milk, but in a different mood. He's always thinking of Sankarshan. He's always chanting 24 hours the name of Lord Sankarshan.
Sadashiva is the milk, not the yogurt.
Well, the yogurt and the milk is the same.
Sadashiva is not different from Vishnu Tattva.
But he's still different. Achintya Veda Veda Tattva. Achin Javeda Veda. Wow. Did you have something to say? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Shri Ram Prabhu.
Thanks for the wonderful class. So Maharaj, the question is, in the material world, the service and offense,
Go a little bit farther. Yeah.
service and offense, it's always related. Like especially like when you're doing service, so there are high chance that we may commit some offense.
Yes.
And then, to some extent, we're also afraid again to do that service because we may offend the seniors, proper disciples, or not. So this in Kali Yuga this happens. Now my question is, when we talk about the different rasas, Shanta ras and Madhuri ras, so they are in that mood that they are serving Lord Krishna. So my first question is there a chance that they can also commit offense when they're serving Lord Krishna in the spiritual world? And if yes,
Okay,
and if
yes.
yes, how Krishna takes that?
He doesn't consider any offenses from his devotees. If it's done with love and devotion, sincerely, without any false ego, without any desire for any prestige, position, and so on, he doesn't take. The Brajavasis are in the same Chinmaya ras, purity as Lord Krishna. So there is no offense. It's like a mother having a child, the child is kicking the mother's womb. The mother will not take it as an offense if the child is kicking the womb of the mother. Actually, that makes the relationship sweeter and sweeter and sweeter. When Nanda Baba will ask, it is an offense to us, Panchagora Prabhu, can you please get my shoes? No, I will not dare to ask him. I respect him. That's why someone stole my wooden shoes one day. I don't think it was you, but
I have them on my altar.
so it becomes sweeter and sweeter. When Nanda Baba will ask, okay, you go get my shoes. And Krishna will happily, okay. Baba, yeah? Krishna, when he's been chastised by Mother Yasoda, of course, in her heart, she will not hurt Lord Krishna, but to show the stick. Krishna was in fear. He was crying. So Krishna didn't see this as like an offense from Mother Yasoda. He sees this with the love. This is the love of my mother. So he played along with that. And that makes the rasa becomes more and more intense and so desiring for Lord Krishna to happen. There's no offense, yeah?
Just to add to this, because let's say in the material world we want to serve someone, some devotee, the intentions may be good, but since they are coming from different backgrounds, their execution may not be right. So in that process, they may feel my intentions are good, but since I'm not that trained, somewhere they may make some mistakes when they are executing that task.
Yeah.
So how does the person on the other side should take this?
So we should see it also as an opportunity for them to learn. Failures are stepping stone for success. So if someone commit some blunder, it is them to learn also. And we should also, some penalty should be there so that they will understand not to commit the same mistake again. If we just like, okay, oh, no problem, keep going, then how are we gonna make advancement? It is not like you're condemned for the rest of your life. There's so many instances here, even in Krishna Balaram Mandir. When Prabhupada was still with us, the head pujari made some big offense. And within 6 months, he was put back. Which is more important? The service or the offense? The service. The service. If no one will be able to do what you're doing, who's going to fill it up? Then you'll be reinstated immediately. Yes? But we should commit. We should admit if we commit mistakes. If we commit mistakes and as if nothing happened, then how are you gonna grow up? Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you, Maharaj. That was wonderful. I just want to mention that Srila Prabhupada always teaches us that in order to approach Lord Krishna, we
There's
have
an
to
echo
first
there.
approach Lord Chaitanya. And that Lord Chaitanya, by following his example, never discussed Rasa Lila with anyone except his three most intimate
Yes.
associates.
3.5. 3.5.
3.5 Sikamini, yes, absolutely. So that's just what I wanted to mention. Thank you
Yes.
for that.
But as we mentioned, time, place, and circumstance, we have to say it. Yes, thank you very much.
Maharaj, thank you. I have a kind of curiosity in the spiritual world. Have it and they can improve their rasa or the relationship with Krishna.
What do you mean improve?
Let's say like a tree is there in the spiritual world. But
No, everyone is satisfied, whatever body or they are in. Everyone is satisfied. Yeah, because their main purpose is to serve and give Krishna pleasure. They're not saying, I want to be a gopi. The tree will not say, oh, I want to be a gopi. No. I remain what I am. And I'm happy. Yes. You're satisfied. Okay. In the material world, no one will be satisfied. In the spiritual world, everyone is happy and satisfied. That is in the spiritual world. Okay. 1, 2, last questions.
Thank you, Maharaj, for the wonderful class. Maharaj, my question is on the beginning. In the first, there was mentioned 4 kinds of devotees, 4 kinds of rasas. And it mentions that they are somewhat like containers of love.
Yeah.
And my question is, why Shanta rasa is not mentioned?
Because in neutrality, there's not much interaction in a sense. Because when these 4 rasas are like person, there's more interaction in terms of relationship. The others, there's not much interaction, only once in a while. Yeah. Occasional.
Thank you very much.
Mataji, one last. We have to.
Thank you, Hare Krishna Maharaj. How we are, how can we understand that within with love or with falsification?
How can I understand?
That I'm doing with love my service or it's falsificating it?
Well, we can understand if it's with love by the reaction of others as well. If they see you that you're doing it sincerely and without being proud, means boisterous. Boisterous, is that the right word? Boisterous. You know what's boisterous? It's like, hey, I'm the number one here. Everyone look at me. No, you should always see yourself as the lowest. The more you advance, the more you think that you're not a devotee. Period. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Gaur Sitamat Premanande Hari Hari. No, that's too much now. I might become proud here. Is it working? Yes. Thank you very much.